So in this video, we're going to look at some dosing problems, and we're going to look at the infusion rate problem that we see here. So we have this client that is 179 pounds. So we got to remember to always read what we know versus what they told us. So this medication dose is 5 micrograms per kilogram per minute. And we have 150 milliliters bags that contains 30 milligrams of medication. And then they've given us the conversion factors that they would like us to use. So the first thing I would suggest doing is think to yourself, how much does this person weigh in kilograms? So 179 pounds is how many kilograms? If we know that 2.2 pounds is equal to 1 kilogram. Now, a proportion is very helpful because we can solve it very quickly. We're going to cross multiply, and we can see that we get 179 equals 2.2x, and that tells us we have to divide off the 2.2 to solve it. So if we divide by 2.2, 179 divided by 2.2 is 81.4 kilograms. Okay, so let's write that down. That's 81.4 kilograms. So we give 5 micrograms per kilogram. So then let's take this portion before we think of anything else, and let's think about how many micrograms should we give the patient. So if 5 micrograms should be given for 1 kilogram, how many micrograms would be for 81.4? And if we use our proportion solving, it's 5 times 81.4, which is 407. Okay, because x times 1, just x. Okay. So that is how much we give them per minute. So 407 per 1 minute. So how many micrograms would that be in 60 minutes? Because that's an hour. Okay. You can see we multiply. So 407 times 60 is 24,420 micrograms for an hour's time. Now, this conversion right here, we haven't used yet. Our bag contains milligrams, so if we know that 1 milligram is 1,000 micrograms, so how many milligrams would be 24,420? Well, what that does is we essentially are going to multiply 1 in the 24,000, which is 24,420, and divide by 1,000. So that moves our decimal place 3 over, so it's 24.42 milligrams. Okay, so that's how much we have to give in 1 hour. Okay, now we have these bags. They are 150 milliliters that contain 30 milligrams. Because look what we've got. We know now how many milligrams to give in an hour. We don't know how many milliliters that is. So we're going to do one last conversion. 150 milliliters is 30 milligrams. So how many milliliters would be 24.42? So you notice we're going to do 24.42 times 150, which is 3,663 equals 30x. So we divide by 30. And we get 122.1, which is just, we're going to leave that 122 milliliters. So that's how much we have to give in an hour's time. So there's lots of connections you have to make for these problems. They're difficult problems. So hopefully that helps you understand how we got that answer. Lots of pieces and parts to that one. Those are some of the most difficult problems. But set up a proportion and go about it step by step. Find out how much you have to give per hour, and then how many milliliters would that be, and that should help you. So hopefully that helps. Thanks for watching.